Hiya, Barbie.
Hi, Ken.
You wanna go for a ride?
Sure, Ken.
Jump in.
Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. To get started with Halloween, I'm going to be doing this half melted Barbie face. So let's get started. I'm just starting out using my Revlon Photo Ready primer, and I'm just putting that on my fingers and blending that into my face because we're going to be putting on a lot of foundation. And then to conceal, I'm going to be using my Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer because Barbie does not have imperfections. So I'm just applying that underneath my eyes and then around my nose or wherever you may have some redness. And then to create our full coverage flawless base, I'm going to be using my Revlon Color Stay Foundation in Ivory. And I'm just applying that on using my Beauty Blender, and I'm using this just because it does create a very full coverage effect, and I will be applying quite a lot of it just to give that kind of Barbie perfect skin look. And then to perfect that even more, I'm using my Revlon Age Define Translucent Powder, and I'm just applying that using a powder puff, and this is just to ensure that our foundation stays on a bit better and does not crease. I'm just applying that underneath my eyes as well, just to prevent creasing. And then to bronze up and contour, I'm using my NARS Laguna, which is my all-time favourite, and I'm just applying that underneath my cheekbones using my ITA brush. And I'm going to be chiseling out my forehead, under my cheekbones and my nose just to kind of give us the same bone structure as Barbie, which is probably impossible, but I'm trying my best. And then I'm just using a Sedona Lace contour brush to blend that all out so we don't have any harsh lines. Next, because Barbie has a really small, perfect nose, I'm going in with a little brush and my bronzer, and I'm just contouring down my nose to give me a much thinner nose, and it looks very Michael Jackson like, but it does tie in all together at the end. And then I'm just using my MAC blush and I'm popping that on my cheeks, and it's a very pretty light Barbie pink, and I'm just bringing that back to my hairline as well. And then to highlight, I'm using my Napoleon Purtis contour palette, and I'm using the highlight shade at the top. I'm just applying that to my cheekbones, down my nose and my cupid's bow, just the usual places you would. And I'm also just popping up my brow bone in my inner corner just to start off the eyes. Then for our brows, I'm using my Face of Australia High Definition Brow Kit. I'm using the darker shade to kind of chisel out my brows a little bit more, add a bit more colour, make them a little bit more perfect because, you know, this tutorial is all about perfection because Barbie is fake. And then to get started on the eyes, I'm using my NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Milk, and I'm using this as a base for my eyeshadow. So I'm going to apply that all over my eyelid and then on my lower lash line, just anywhere where you are going to be applying that shadow, just to ensure it sticks and makes the colour a lot more vibrant. And I'm also going to apply that on my lower lash line just to make my eyes look a little bit larger. And then I'm just blending out those edges with my finger. And then taking my Chi Chi Bases palette, I'm going to be taking this really nice Barbie pink shade, and I'm going to be popping that all over my eyelid. And it's going to be the main colour for our eyes. And then I'm just going to go ahead and blend out those harsh edges and add that to my lower lash line. Then taking my Wet n Wild Petal Pusher palette, I'm taking the purple and the blending brush and applying that to my outer V, and I am using a car insurance paper to kind of get that crisp eyeshadow look, and it just makes it a little bit easier and a little less messy if you use something. And again, I'm applying that to the outer half of my lower lash line as well. And because that paper gave us such a harsh line, I'm taking a clean blending brush and I'm just going to sweep that over the edges and make sure it is a little bit more soft but not too much. Then I'm taking these lovely Socialized lashes by Carissa Pukas, and I'm going to measure them on my eye, and then I'm just going to apply them using some Ardell lash glue. And these lashes are amazing and they really do look Barbie-like, so that's why I choose these ones. And then for mascara, I'm using the Maybelline Mega Plush, which is one of my favorites, and I'm applying that to my lower lash line and then the roots of my top lashes just to blend it in all together. And then for the lips, I'm going to use my Amuse Lip Pencil in Sexy Pink, and it's a really nice hot pink, and I'm just going to line my lips and lightly fill them in.
From LA to Tokyo, said I'm so fancy. Get your days is gold. Remember my name.
And then for the starter show, I'm using MAC's Candy Yum Yum, which is obviously my first choice for a Barbie lipstick. It's very, very hot pink. I'm just going to apply that to my lips, and then I'm going to go over with a NYX gloss just to make it a little bit more baby pink and add a bit more shine to make our lips look bigger. And all I did for my hair was brush it out and straighten it, just because Barbie never really has extreme hairstyles, so thank God. Now to get started on the fun stuff, the melted face, I'm taking some milk, some everyday gelatin, and I'm popping that in a cup, not filling up very high, and then I'm just adding a few tablespoons of the gelatin and mixing it around. Then once it's mixed in pretty good, I'm going to pop it in the microwave for about 30 seconds, and then once that is done, I'm going to take it out and I'm going to mix in even more, and it should be quite runny. And then if you leave it for about 10 to 15 minutes, it should start thickening up. But for this tutorial, you want to start out with the thin consistency, and then you want to add in a little bit of some mineral powder. And this one is the Nude by Nature mineral powder, and it is in light to medium, and it matches my skin really well so it doesn't look weird. And I'm just going to run that over my face with the thinness of it dripping down. And once it starts to harden, you'll have droplets of it kind of like frozen hanging from your face. It looks really cool, but it does look disgusting right now. And so I like to just start layering that up, and then once it starts getting thicker, you can start building it up a bit more. But to get rid of my eye, I just covered a cotton pad with a bit of that mixture and then popped it over my eyeball. And this stuff is safe to go over your eyebrows, by the way, so don't be scared of that. And then I just start to cover them up and mix the pad into my face. If there's not much to say, sometimes the silence guides our minds, so move to a place so far away, yeah. So as you can see now, it's starting to thicken up, so this is when I like to shape it where I like it to be. So I'm adding big globs of it around my eye and down my lip, and I'm also going to add a bit of that color to my lip to make it look like my lip makeup is kind of melting off. And then I also went ahead and added some black around my eye because your eye makeup would have melted off as well, so we're just going to try and give that effect around the eye. And then to top it off and make it look even more cool, I like to add a false eyelash. I just think this is a hilarious little addition that you can put on. And that is typically all I did for the face, so that is it all complete. And then if you are going as this for Halloween, then you can add some elastic hair ties around your joints, and this just gives you an illusion of having the joints like Barbie. And I just wanted to show you guys that it does come off pretty easy. So this is me peeling off my face, and if you do have trouble, just run some hot water over it and it'll melt. And that is the completed look. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. I hope you guys have a great Halloween, and I'll see you next time. Bye!